Welcome back to Third and Long on KCAT Radio. My name is Matt. Johnny's over there. James isn't with us today, unfortunately, but Ryan's still in the dark as usual. How you feeling, buddy? It's week 5.
I want to go home.
He wants to go home. I want to go home too, but I've accepted my pain, and now I like Dan Campbell, so it's okay. Do you want to talk about that first and rip the Band-Aid off, or do you want to get into it first?
You decide.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Okay. Packers Raiders. Let's talk about it. You guys had a terrible fourth quarter.
Terrible game.
Terrible game. Just bad. 17-13. Did so bad. I'd love to know some stats from Jordan Love on that game because he played awful.
Yes.
Give me some, Ryan.
I'm pulling them up right now. We have Jordan Love, 182 yards passing, 3 interceptions, QBR 32.2.
32.2 QBR. That's just bad. You're not going to win a game like that.
No.
I mean, we always talk about the 2 scoreless quarters. And for the Raiders, they also had them. I don't think the Raiders played very good either. But Jordan Love just played terrible.
I think the difference maker was our O-line.
Yeah.
Going up against our defensive front, we just absolutely
Max
did
Crosby had
nothing.
a field day.
We did nothing.
You had a rough.
John Runyon played fine.
Yeah, he played fine.
Let up 0 pressures.
Well, guess what?
Everybody else
He's
sucked.
one of the 5.
Everybody else just sucked.
You need more than one. Yeah, no, Bakhtiari being out really sucks. And it's just showing more and more and more.
I think we just need to draft only O linemen next year and see what the
We'll draft 7, and there'll just be a firing squad of O linemen. We'll just see what happens. You guys have some picks too, I believe, from the Aaron Rodgers trade.
Please get us an O lineman. Please.
It's not even that. You guys have 3 ones hurt. Your O line at the start of the season was fine.
Bakhtiari's been gone for now 2 years.
Yeah.
On top of that, we don't even know if he's going to be healthy enough to play next year when he has to renegotiate his contract.
Yeah, in which you should probably just let him go. I would let him go if I were you guys, but I'm not the Packers front office.
I don't
Clearly.
know what Ellington Jenkins' contract looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know about Zach Tom. I don't know about John Runyon.
No, all these guys are going to probably get restructured at some point or just get cut if they're injury prone because you guys can't be dealing with a season like this anymore.
Drafting new ones.
Can we talk about my favorite game now? Packers just are bad right now. That's just bottom line.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it anymore. Instead, do you want to take a shot at somebody else in the studio?
Okay, guys.
He knows it's coming.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott played like shit. Can't say that. We'll it's fine. Yeah. 49ers won 42-10.
They put in Sam Darnold.
That's how bad it was. Would you like to say anything to that, Ryan?
I think Cooper Rush played better than Sam Darnold, so that's a positive.
Wow.
That's a positive.
It's our year, boys.
Why did they put in Trey Lance, though? Can we, that would have been sick. That would have been awesome.
I don't know why they didn't either, to be real with you. He must just not be playing good at practice. But, when the Niners put up 42, you're not really going to beat their defense.
Matt, I hate to interrupt you, but on a side note, you want to tell the viewers about your interaction this weekend?
Yes. So I work at Double D Sports Grill. Shout out Double D's. Great place to eat. I like it. But Brock Purdy just came in and ate. He reserved our little side room. Coolest dude I have ever met. He is a super fun dude. Just overall really nice guy, nice environment. Kind of proves the whole stigma where there's he can do no wrong. He is the golden boy.
Did you know that he participated in the FCA when he was in high school?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm actually missing the FCA meeting right now to film this with you guys.
Well, priorities, but sorry. Yeah, no, he's a really cool dude. Wasn't drinking. That was the biggest thing I thought was interesting. He denied. He said he's staying completely sober for the season.
That's amazing.
That's good for him. No, he's a really cool dude. I like him. That was my cool experience. But George Kittle had a great game.
Yeah.
That is one thing I want to point out.
An amazing game.
An amazing game. I think 3 touchdowns. CMC, the one thing the Cowboys did well, to your credit, Ryan, to your team's credit, they held Christian McCaffrey to under 100 receiving and rushing yards.
You can only really take out one player with this team.
But you're missing the other 4. So what does it matter anyway?
Exactly.
It had no effect. It stopped them nothing. If anything, it probably hurt the Cowboys.
Do you think that this Niners team would absolutely just curb stomp the Legion of Boom? What do you think?
Ooh,
what do you think? Niners,
so
Niners this
difficult.
year or Legion of Boom? Who is taking that?
Okay, let's break this down.
Okay.
Cam Chancellor is destroying George Kittle. He's
breaking somebody.
He's breaking somebody. I think Christian McCaffrey'd struggle. I think the Legion of Boom's size was too big. I think Richard Sherman locks up Debo. It'd be a really interesting game. That's a really good point.
I think that
But
game
I
would
think
be
the
really
Niners'
fun.
defense now is arguably just slightly worse than the Legion of Boom, but the Seahawks' offense then wouldn't beat the Niners' defense.
Yeah.
So I don't think there'd be a high-scoring game. I think the Niners would come away with a win. I think the better comparison.
I think that it would just be just everybody beating each other.
I think the better comparison is that 2015 Broncos team because, and I mentioned this because they had a way better upfront line. So I think they would stack George Kittle and McCaffrey. They'd stuff them pretty good. I think it would be more Brock Purdy throwing it. So I think it would get a little higher scoring. But I don't know.
I'd rather see Legion of Boom.
I'd rather see Legion of Boom too. And we're not even talking about like the 2010 Steelers or like the 2012 Ravens, who would just murder
Steel
this Niners
Curtain.
team. The Steel Curtain would murder them.
My God.
Troy Polamalu would have a fun time.
I mean, speaking of the Steelers.
Speaking of the Steelers,
they
they had a win. They did good. We all predicted them to lose. This was on the assumption that Kenny Pickett was going to play.
we both thought that he shouldn't play.
We thought he should.
We thought that they should sit him this week, take the loss against the Ravens, and then come in strong the next following weeks. No. 0 regard. Throw him in. Win your game.
Yeah, give me some quarterback stats for both of that game. I want to see how Lamar played as well.
Pickett didn't play. He played mediocre. I mean, 224 yards and a touchdown.
Pickens
though.
played.
Okay.
The Randy Moss call is crazy.
6 catches, 130 yards, and 1 touchdown for Pickens.
I'd like to point out one thing about that. So the same thing happened with Tyreek. The who they play? The Giants. The Giants decided that they're going to play their rookie cornerback inside shade press against Tyreek Hill on his like 69-yard touchdown run. Mm-hmm. Terrible choice. They did the same thing with George Pickens. They put a guy on an inside shade. First off, that's your mistake number one because he'll just run up. He'll just beat you in the speed.
Yeah.
And then the guy just didn't get a good release. So like I feel like a lot of these faster receivers are just going to beat cornerbacks. I feel like the cornerback class is few and far between, and we have a lot of fast receivers right now.
Absolutely. There's so many guys that are just blazing fast.
And I didn't give you credit. Pickens is really good, and you said it earlier in the season, and I was like, I don't know about him and Pickens is real.
I think that Pickens, like I said, will be better than Justin Jefferson in the next 2 years.
Better than AB.
Prime AB.
Prime AB is close to Megatron in like stature.
I think Prime AB, if he kept playing, would have been the best receiver in NFL history.
This might be true, but Jerry Rice played for so long. That's kind of the issue. Him and Moss played for so long. The stats just don't lie. But
the thing,
I don't disagree with that.
It's hard to talk about it because it didn't happen.
It is.
It's hard to talk about what could be.
Head injuries. Take care of your brains, guys.
Yeah. You should have told me this a long time ago.
Now you're doing SVCTE and just like
hey.
There's respect in that.
I'm gonna be an electrician, all right?
Yeah. Just not that smart up here.
I'll get there.
Give me time, okay? Let's go on to Bengals Cardinals. This was kind of a weird game we're throwing in there. We want to talk about it really quick. Bengals put up a good win. Did Joe Burrow play good? Give me some stats there, Ryan, if you would.
Yes.
So he did play good.
He did. I'd say it's pretty good. He 300 yards, 317, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. But Jamar Chase, big game.
That's the first time I've seen him in a good game. T. Higgins still did nothing. So
he didn't play. T. Higgins was out.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, at least
My fantasy team is just so.
Hey, the Packers
shambles.
ruined your team more than the Bengals did.
This is true. Because if I'd started, I could have started Purdy and Pickens.
Okay, first of all, why wouldn't you do that?
Because I expected Jordan Love to have another great week, and I expected Romeo Doubs to be his one target as he was the last 2 weeks against a bad Raiders secondary. I'm sorry that I assumed that.
If
and then
I
guess
have,
what? Guess
if
what?
I have
At the start
Pickens
of the
and
game,
Purdy on my bench, I'm starting them until they give me reason not to.
they didn't. Pickens put up like 2 points the week before, and Purdy didn't have a great game.
Okay, oh well, boo-hoo. I still would have done it.
I'm sorry. They didn't give me a reason to, and I didn't expect Jordan Love to just like fall apart humongously. So sorry. Anyways, Bengals Cardinals. Yeah. Anytime you beat the Cardinals, I kind of have to put like an asterisk next to it. A couple former players came out today to the press and said like that's the most toxic environment in the NFL.
What, the Cardinals?
Yeah, they said their owner and GM are like the worst 2 people ever, and just have no regard for the team or sympathy whatsoever. So, I mean, they're a dumpster fire in and of itself. Bengals had a good game. You know what? We're actually going to skip around really quick. Seahawks Bengals, they're playing next week.
Okay.
I want to dive into this a little bit. Do you think the Bengals have a chance?
No.
You don't?
I don't think they're going to win.
Do you think they're going to be close?
I think they might put up a few points. I don't
Do you have a
think
score
it'll be close,
prediction?
though? Do you want me to think of a score
Let's
prediction?
do it right now. Give me something.
Okay,
I'll give you mine first. I'll let you think.
Okay.
I have the Seahawks putting up 38. I have the Bengals putting up 22.
Don't know what the Seahawks are
21,
going to
sorry.
put up. All that I wrote down is that the Bengals are getting 10.
Yeah, I think the 21's a little ambitious. I think it's possible, but I mean the Seahawks, the Bengals defense is just not it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to put a prediction for the Seahawks. They're going to win. The Bengals, I don't think they're going to put up more than 10 points.
No, I don't think so either. Ryan, do you have a prediction you'd like to give us for that?
I have a one-score game, but Seahawks are going to win it. I have it like 21-24
Okay.
Seahawks. So.
It's a little. I don't think the Bengals are putting up that much.
I think they'll build momentum, at least.
I
a
hope
little
they
bit.
do. I hope they do. I kind of want them to get a wild card spot. They're one of the only teams in the AFC that seems to be able to beat the Chiefs. That's kind of something you got to be able to do.
Yeah, but they also just lose to everybody else.
That doesn't really get you to the playoffs if you go 1-16 and you beat the Chiefs.
Well, hey,
what does it matter?
Say you beat the Chiefs. Then what? Who are you playing next? You're losing.
You're getting the Bills. You're getting the
Whoever
Bills. You're getting
you're playing-
Miami.
whoever you're playing, you're losing to.
Yeah, you're probably losing that game. We got a couple more games we want to talk about week 5. Lions, Panthers. I just wanted to bring this up because Sam Laporta is a G. They drafted a fantastic tight end. Give me some stats for him. He had like a 2-touchdown game.
Yes. So I know he had 2 touchdowns. The stats are loading.
Yeah, no, but 42-24, great game. Panthers can't score in 2 quarters. Lions put up 2 touchdowns in 3 quarters. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
They're a playoff. So I mentioned this. You guys can argue this as you like.
The Lions are probably going to win. They are going to win the division.
They're going to win the division. I think they're Super Bowl contenders. I think there's a chance that they could go up against the Niners on a bad game for the Niners and take them at home.
Don't know about that.
That's what they have to do.
I'd love to see them play some better teams.
Yes.
I definitely want to touch basis on this later in the season, though.
I agree.
Before we go back to playoffs, I think that'll be a really interesting conversation.
I think it's possible for him to. I just definitely like it. That's the
not-
thing with the NFC.
it's not impossible,
That's the thing with the
but-
NFC though. It's just you're against the Niners.
it's not impossible, but I don't think that their chances are incredible considering what they're going to have to overcome to get there.
Good point. Yeah. I think they'll definitely win the division. I think they'll win the wild card though too. I can't think of a wild card team besides like the Bills. No, Bills are AFC. Sorry. I'm trying to think of an NFC team.
Just really aren't.
It'd be the Seahawks.
Yeah.
They're like the Seahawks. Maybe the Rams slip in. But those are really the only teams in the NFC in the wild card that would really take that game into Detroit and still win. So I don't know about that. Bills Jaguars. None of us saw this game. I'd like to point out. You didn't watch it.
No, I saw
didn't
some of
watch
the
it.
Toy Story highlights though.
Saw the Toy Story highlights. You didn't watch it. I know
Actually,
you didn't watch it. Did you watch it? You woke up at 6 a.m. to watch it.
I was at the East. I was in East Coast time. I was at 9. So I saw the very end, but that was on
last,
Sunday,
like,
right?
10 minutes and was like, I saw the whole game. Okay. Just a surprise. I feel like the Jaguars are kind of catching stride. I said this at the start of the season that I thought they'd be okay. Maybe win that division. I don't know.
They don't have a whole lot of competition with that division.
Sure, but it's that's their thing. It's something can they get out of the division?
Yeah.
It's could they beat like a Miami team that's going to go in and play them?
I think that for them to beat a Miami team, they're going to have to do a lot of work. They beat the Bills, who beat Miami, which crazy accomplishment right
Yeah,
now.
weird couple like phrases to say that we think the Jaguars could beat Miami or maybe, but I just don't think the defense is that good.
I think that if things go right for them and they continue to play the way that they've been playing, they'll develop a really strong team and a great team chemistry, and I think that they can do something very serious in the playoffs.
I agree. I think Trevor Lawrence is kind of coming around too, with it being that like veteran quarterback who's been in the league for a while and kind of just making plays.
Do not call him a veteran.
It's like 4th season.
That's just not,
It's a veteran. You're a veteran quarterback at that point.
bro. That's like barely like. Is he out of his rookie contract?
You don't have to be. If you're at 4 seasons starting, I feel like that makes you a veteran. Am I crazy here, Ryan?
I just don't think that he has the point to be called a veteran.
He's a veteran quarterback.
This is his 3rd year, so
He's still playing like a veteran.
He's
Do you call Jordan Love a veteran? He was
No.
drafted in the same draft class.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. That's because he hasn't started. Patrick Mahomes was a veteran quarterback his 2nd year
see.
because he won a Super Bowl.
I don't.
He played well.
I wouldn't consider him that either.
It's a play. He was a veteran. Is he a veteran now?
I would consider it.
This is his 6th. You're crazy. You're nuts.
Oh wait, yeah. Mahomes was drafted way before these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's a
17,
veteran.
yeah.
Would you call Justin Fields a veteran?
What, Fields was drafted 2020, right?
He's drafted the same draft class as Mahomes. You wouldn't call him a veteran. Saying it's how will you play?
sucks.
He's playing the okay, and your point's not being made here. I think he's a veteran quarterback. I think he's gonna play
Okay.
L. What game do you want to talk about next week? Johnny, what game do you want to talk about next week?
I'm actually really interested in Ravens Titans.
I don't think the Ravens are going to win.
That's why I'm interested in it.
I think they're on a decline here.
I think their receiving core didn't play great.
No.
I don't think that they're going to be able to contain Derrick Henry. I mean, maybe.
He's kind of turning into a running back by committee. They're using way more backs to try to relieve some stress for him.
Yeah.
Which might actually make him a little more explosive next week.
It'll probably contribute to him having a better or healthier season.
Hopefully, because I'd like to see him get hurt. I think DeAndre Hopkins is back too, if I'm correct.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just helps.
Steroid boy's getting kind of old.
Yeah. No, he's pretty old. He might have a rough game, but I have hope for him. Give me a prediction. Do you have a score down?
I do not. But I think that the Ravens are going to lose it by. I think it's going to be close.
I think it'll be a close game too.
I don't think it'll be a high scoring game.
I definitely, even if the Ravens win it, I don't think it'll be by much.
I think it'll probably be like 21-24.
Yeah, I can live with that. Then okay, my favorite game of next week: Lions Bucks.
Lions Bucks.
Not because I think the Lions are going to blow them out. I don't think they're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be close. I think the Lions are probably going to get like 28 points. I think the Bucks are going to get like 17.
Who did the Bucks play this week?
Who did the Bucks play this week?
The Bucks, the Lions.
No,
Or,
this past week.
Okay, gotcha.
This is one thing I can't remember.
I
Either
think
way,
they might have had a bye actually.
they may have had a bye. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Either way,
Yeah, bye.
yeah, I think the Bucks are coming off healthy. Baker Mayfield doesn't look terrible.
But it's also Baker Mayfield.
He's been playing better. I think the whole stigma that he's gonna flip a switch and suddenly just roll over and die should go away. I don't think he'll do that.
I just think that he tends to choke and fall apart in very key moments where he should not.
Well, this is week 6 against the Lions. This is not a key moment. This is one of those Baker Mayfield games where you're like, wow, he's an MVP contender.
What's their record right now? What's their record right now?
I think the Bucks are
They're 3-1.
3-1. Yeah.
Okay.
They're winning that division and they're probably they're doing good.
Okay, then yes, I'm interested in this game.
Okay. I will probably watch this one closely too. I might actually flip on the TV and make sure I watch it. We don't watch every game.
You'll probably
by
be
the
at
way.
work.
I might not work Sunday. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, me and him might hang out Sunday.
I'm really excited about.
I'm excited for this too. And then the last game I really want to touch on: Chargers Cowboys. I want Ryan to go first.
I'll take this one. I think Cowboys they have to bounce back. If they don't bounce back, they're gonna struggle for the rest of the season.
That's not a score prediction, Ryan.
Okay, my score prediction is it's close, 24-21, but they have lost a lot of players.
Who's winning?
Who do you think? Who do you think I'm gonna pick?
Are you guys dem boys?
We certainly are. Starting this week,
He didn't say it.
we certainly are.
I think I pushed him a little too far.
Maybe.
What do you think? He said maybe.
Chargers are gonna take it 28-17.
Chargers, 23-17.
Yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys have the grit in their locker room, and I don't think Dak Prescott cares anymore.
I don't think they have a high enough motor.
No, motor ain't there.
No drive.
No drive.
No grit.
I hate that so much. No, I just don't think they're going to do it. I have no faith in that team anymore. And until they prove me wrong, guess what? They could blow out the Chargers. And I'd probably still pick them to lose next week. Because I just don't think they have anything there that's worth substance.
Hold on. I'm looking at our predictions from last week. Every single game was unanimous.
Yeah, every single game was unanimous, and we were all about right. You were the most correct, Niners-Cowboys. Ryan said it was close and was wrong. We all got Steelers-Ravens wrong.
Yeah. And Packers Raiders.
Packers-Raiders is more of a pity vote. I just wanted to make you happy.
We all thought they were winning that game. Don't.
I
try
wanted
and
to
tell me
hate
now.
on them, though.
I know you want to hate on them.
I wanted to hate on them.
On ESPN, I was watching ESPN at work, and they voted unanimously that the Packers would win.
They were going to win. They should have won. And then Eagles-Rams was a dumb game to put on the schedule. That was an Eagles game. I do like the Rams, though.
I do too.
I think they should be winning more games.
I love the memes of Cooper Kupp.
See that meme from Avengers Endgame where it's like Thor and it's like
Yes,
we know who
yeah.
the captain is.
Yeah.
Do we? Yeah, no. That's going to be a really interesting receiver. It kind of reminds me of Robert Woods, but way better. You remember that guy when they went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I remember him. Didn't he go to the Texans afterwards?
He went to the Titans.
The Titans?
Yeah.
Now he's on the Texans.
Now he's on the Texans.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, really good guy. I think that's kind of the run they need. I think their defense is really just struggling, though. That's my only thing. But when you're playing the Eagles, your defense is going to struggle.
Well, the Eagles are such a stacked team.
They are such a stacked team.
I'm surprised that we haven't really heard a bunch of Eagles talk this year.
They've been kind of silently putting in work. And they're the biggest competitors in the NFC for the Niners. It's going to be Niners
They have
Eagles.
such a good roster too.
And the bigger thing too with the Niners is, and this is the last thing we're going to touch on really quick, they are paying everyone next year. If this season doesn't go well and they don't win a ring, it's pretty much a scrap. Because they have to pay, I believe, Kittle, Ayuk, Debo. They have to pay Hargrave. They have to pay Armstead.
That's gonna hurt them.
That's going to hurt a lot because you're losing 3 of those.
And if they don't win a Super Bowl, we are gonna have a lot of salty Niners fans to deal with.
Yeah, no, Los Gatos, California is going to be a place you don't want to be at. No, I want them to win this year. I want Brock Purdy. I also just want to make a ton of money at work.
I don't want to hear it for the next year, Matt. I don't want to listen to it.
Well, you're not going to have to listen to how much the Packers suck.
Actually, all the people I work with are Raiders fans. I'm fine.
See? Exactly. I just want to make good money at work. That's my only incentive. Is to make a ton of money when playoffs come so I can make money at work.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I want to make money at work?
Yeah, you have.
I really do.
You might have mentioned it a few times, Matt.
A couple?
Just a few.
Yeah.
Just a few. Well, thank you guys for tuning into Third and Long on KCAT Radio. I'm Johnny. This is Matt. Ryan. Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Make sure to tune in for next week's Week 6 recap and Week 7 predictions. Hope to see you there.
This series is brought to you by Los Gatos Morning Rotary. Thank you for supporting student podcasting in support of mental health.